Welcome into the 820 show. This is your daily urgency meeting. The 820 show. Number 1 in your heart, 820 on the dial and the scorecard. This conversation today is like, consider this as the blockchain of resilience, like your public ledger, your open journal. So as we're investigating and diving into further this connection called resilience between you and I and with everyone we will ever meet, these transactions with resilience cannot be corrupted or duplicated. It is open and accessible only to you and to those that you love. So consider every moment you have the chance to be aware of and communicate your own resilience. Look at it this way. This one voice, this one message about 820 and resilience cannot change your life, but I do guarantee to change your perspective on this present moment. There's nothing fancy about this. There's no bravado or fanfare or big band to introduce this topic to you each day. The music you hear at the intro and the outro in each episode is me, along with my instructor, my musical godfather, Cesar, to help me to present internally and organically a sound to introduce you to my novice approach to jazz and on my trumpet. But nothing there to tell you how great I am or how bad I am at doing just that. As I mentioned in other episodes, music is part of my currency, about what drives me. And for decades, I always loved music. Grew up with it in my household, or the household where I was raised, born, and educated by my grandparents, by my uncles, my aunts, occasionally my mother, cousins, friends, family, extended family. That's where I was really, I guess, brought into this life and an understanding of what life looks like. It wasn't really a definition, but it was a matter of being aware. And of course, as a child, what the hell do you know, or did I know? But at least I was able to, I guess, grasp, hold on to, respect, honor, remember, forward things that I saw as a child in that household in Amityville, New York, about what it takes to be a human being, a developing child, a young man, hopefully one day to grow up into a full-blown man, which is still a work in progress. But at least I got the guidance, the signpost, the examples back then that I'm still learning, relearning, and remembering forward now. Of course, those memories are getting kind of faded, but some of them are imprinted from my grandfather, my grandmother, my uncles, my aunts, all the folks that were in and out of that house that were depositing something in me, some knowledge, some wisdom, some talent, some words, books, examples, activities, all of that. Similar to now, this day and age, we get bombarded with stuff through the internet, TV, computers, your accessory called your mobile phone or your tablet. We're always getting bombarded with stuff for us to take in or digest or ingest or just automatically imbibe and take it in like it's manna from heaven. And I'm sure sometimes it is. I'm not sure what the opposite is of manna from heaven. Maybe it's a shit from hell. I don't know. But we get doses of all that every day. And when I said to remember what was deposited in me from birth, even before birth, that I'm still trying to get to the essence of that part of my education, it's it's a challenge to get not back to, but forward into that memory that's going to be essential, that is essential for understanding how to prosecute, to produce in this life. So I know I'm waxing a bit on something that's really not pertinent to a particular message or title today. It's really understanding or developing understanding about what it is that I was given. And I've mentioned this before. All those graces, all of those, how can I say it? Graces and opportunities and givens that none of us can create or produce for ourselves. Many of these essentials are given to us. And with no threat or no condition that you're going to get this and then we'll see if you get more. No. Despite or in spite of what I do each day, I still get a full-on, constant, and regular distribution of those givens. Those givens, yes, can say life, that's general. But that's the main given. But then love, air, breath, blood, heartbeat, that cadence, that signal that is reverberating in your chest right now, just like mine. Maybe a little deeper, maybe a little louder, maybe a little more efficient, but before that beat can be detected or discerned, it was already started, and it can be stopped, but not by you or I. Those are examples of the givens that we receive each day. My only duty is to not just reflect and say, that's nice. No, take that knowledge and awareness and put it in production, put it in practice, put it in respect. That without those givens, we could not have this conversation. We cannot enjoy this moment. And essentially, that's all I'm saying to you in each and every 820 episode. Be present. This moment is your best. Not from me, not through this 820 podcast thing or through the term resilience. That I propose to you, from my perspective, is to connect us way more than anything brought forward to distract us or to separate us. The main idea here is to do this because of the respect for what we are all given, that commonness, our uniqueness in how we approach it and accept it and allow it to flow through us, and then that we can flow similarly to everyone we must meet with, starting with ourselves. Stay present, stay current, wherever you are in this world. Please remember to tell just one other person, hey, it is always 820.